Hello. Having a little party over here. All pumped up for today. Welcome. Having a little party over here, getting all pumped up. Can everybody hear me okay? No worries, Trace. Hey, Devani.
Hi there.
How you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
I love your feathers.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
Are they earrings?
Yeah, they're earrings. Yeah.
Oh, so cute.
Thanks. So excited to be here.
I'm so excited to have you. It's so nice to meet you. Somewhat.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
I'm having a little party over here. I don't know if you can hear the music in the background.
No, I can't.
My neighbors probably hate me. That's fine. All right.
Would you like us to mute? Are we supposed to mute or how's it work?
Oh, this is open conversation. I am super laid back, so.
Okay, cool.
You're sweet to ask, though. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Love your tattoos. Oh my God. You and I, both little hippies over here. I got on my shoulder over here, henna.
I recognize that. I saw it on your Facebook. It's beautiful. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Hi, Suzette. Hello, Tracy. April,
Hi.
able to show yourself. Hello. All right, I'm gonna turn this music down. I'm so pumped up, you guys. We're gonna wait a few more minutes because I know that there are other people wanting to join us today. How's everyone doing today?
Good, I'm good. It's hot.
Yeah, it is hot. I will agree.
Trisha will soon be here.
It's all good. We will wait. All right. Okay. Just making sure everything is set up. Oh my God, it is hot. Whew. Maybe I'm all like adrenaline right now. Excited. I had one other person. All right. How's your week going? Y'all are quiet.
My week was good. I started my business coaching. So I'm looking forward to, yeah, now I have a lot of homework. So
It always comes with the work, but
it does. I'm grateful for it, but I'm like, oh my God, all the stuff I don't want to do.
all right. Awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of tedious work. Being organized is boring, lame. But oh my gosh, how do I turn this thing off?
Yeah, I want to pay the people to do that. And I want to pay the people to do my accounts so that I can just be outside and growing things and playing in the garden on the farm.
Yeah, I get that. Well, we talked about building your little team, right?
Yes. So I think that will come out of this, I'm hoping. They're already telling me about succession, so I have to deal with that as well.
Yeah. Well, we got another person coming on. All right. Well, we'll wait until about 5:10. 3 more minutes if you guys are okay with that.
Sure.
Cool. Devani, you're in Sarasota, or why did I say Sarasota? Sedona, right?
Sedona, Arizona. Yep.
This is amazing. I went there one time and I had the most amazing vortex experience.
That happens here. I literally got sucked in. I came for a 30-day yoga training and I never left. I just got sucked right in. Yeah. 17 years ago.
Wow, that's amazing.
I forget the whole world is in a red bubble of woo-woo people.
Hard to remember that sometimes.
Yeah.
When I was 16 and I never forgot the experience.
Wow, that's so cool. Where do you live now? I don't even know where you are.
I'm in Tampa.
Okay, cool.
I'm from San Diego. So my dad and he just took me for my 16th birthday, had my Sedona trip, and I grew up very spiritual with my dad. So we always like played with auras and energy and my past life, I'm a Reiki master and read tarot cards and all the fun stuff. So
awesome. Then
yeah.
Sedona's right up your alley for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was really fun. It was so cool because it's like we went on this tour and I don't remember what we were driving and it was some sort of like golf cart thing, but guy was driving, and all I could focus on was like just the presence of Mother Earth herself was just like making herself so known to me.
Yeah.
It was the most incredible experience. When we got to the top of the cliff or the mountain, or I don't even know where we were, but my dad's standing by a huge boulder, beautiful boulder, and it's windy, like gusting over towards him. And I'm standing probably like 20 feet away from him, and it's completely still for me. It was crazy, like
Yeah.
super,
Awesome.
super.
Mm.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just make sure that no one's having problems getting in, and then we'll get started. Cool. Okay. So let's get started. Let me share my screen. If I remember how to do this. Me and technology is, you know, it's a work in progress relationship. Okay. And if you guys have questions along the way, or okay, or want to say something to add to it, like, please feel free. I am super laid back here. And I know, Devani, you can't stay on the whole time possibly, so it's totally cool. Just take note that as I'm screen sharing, I cannot see the chat. So if you guys need to say something, you can just go ahead and say it. All right. Everybody good?
Yes.
Right. So, you guys, some of you know me, some of you don't, but my name is Sammie. Obviously, I am obsessed with law of attraction, manifestation, all the woo-woo things, and obsessed with how the mind works. Not just how the mind works, but also how to manifest things with our mind into fruition. So this is me. I live in my amazing Florida spot now. And this is just like a couple testimonials so you guys can see I am the real deal. I'm not just like some random person. Manifestation is how I've become so magnetic to my new life. I am so completely passionate about this. This is my now husband, Eric. He is beyond amazing. When I met him, I wasn't even looking for anyone, but my story with him is I was on a road trip with my son, Julian, who's right here. He's a little cutie, but I was on a road trip and I just had this download, and it was something told me, turn on Sabrina Claudio. And I was like, all right. And the feeling just like wouldn't go away. So I turned on Sabrina Claudio, put it on shuffle on Amazon Music. And this song that I had heard or had never heard came up, and it was called Orion's Belt, and it completely shifted my entire perspective on attracting someone who was going to be of quality in my life. Not just in my life, but I had a little boy to look after too, who didn't have a father. So 5 days later, I met Eric. I thought that I had just met a cool friend, and he just started saying things to me that I just always imagined that my, like, they call it like the one, like my future husband or whatever would say to me. And I was like, okay, this is really weird. So we ended up going on a date, and the rest is history. We had our son, River, and his middle name, his name is River Orion. He's named after the song that Eric and I connected through. So I had my dream home birth through hypnosis. It was active labor was 45 minutes long. The midwife barely got there, the doula barely got there, the photographer barely got there. But I caught River myself. Everyone was there. Julian was there. so excited, just completely unfazed. I caught river myself, and it was just an amazing experience. Everything about that experience was everything I had ever wanted. And then, so we met in Georgia. We had river in Georgia. We ended up wanting to move to Florida. And this had been something that we had talked about, but we were like, no, we're going to do this. And from that moment of deciding we're going to do this to the time of getting married was less than 60 days. We knew, obviously, we were a family. There wasn't really like any other way to be married except with a piece of paper, but we decided that it was going to happen. And so within 60 days, we moved from Georgia to Florida, found a perfect house for us, got engaged, and got married. And this was actually on the beach that you saw me in the first picture with. So it was amazing. It was super small, super intimate. Our family didn't like it very much, but we loved it, and that's all that mattered. And it was perfect. So that's a little bit about me. Do you guys have any questions so far?
Nope, sounds beautiful. I just wanted to share that I had the same experience with my son. He's 13 already, but I birthed him where the midwife almost didn't make it. He was going to be a water birth, but he came out so fast there was no time to set up the tub.
Oh my God, how cool is that?
Yeah. So
Very cool.
congratulations on that. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yes, it was absolutely amazing. Carmela's joining us. Hi, Carmela.
I like his name.
Hello.
Hey. So we're just talking, you already know me, so we were just talking about introductions of me. So okay, so day one, we are going to be talking about getting clear on your manifestations. I wonder if I can you guys see me if I do this? Let me in the corner right here. Can you guys see me okay in the corner? Or I don't know how to see your screen.
Yeah, you're still here.
So, okay. So we're going to be talking about getting clear on your manifestations and why that's so important. We're going to be talking about why your manifestations aren't coming to fruition. They can be really stubborn sometimes, but you know, who isn't? And we're going to be talking about how to get from point A, where you are now, to point B, where you see your life to be. We're going to be talking about releasing resistance to your desires and how to do that. And we're going to be talking about how to drop your desires into your reality, into the 3D form efficiently. Not just like turning a little hamster wheel and hoping that something works. It's going to happen. Tomorrow is going to be our hypnosis, and then we'll do a Q&A on everything. And if you guys have questions along the way too, like please feel free to ask. It's totally fine. And then I have a special invitation for you all. So let me, Kim is back. Hi, Kim. Not sure if she's connected yet. Okay. So can you all tell me where you are when it comes to manifesting, like which one resonates the most? And you can say that you're number one. I've done a few masterclasses or have seen a few posts, but manifesting just isn't working for me. It's not a thing. I'm starting to not believe in it. I'm losing hope, etc. Number two, I understand the foundation of manifesting, but I still have some blocks. Or number three, I've manifested many desires and I'm on my way to a quantum leap. So actually, I think, oh, I am able to see the chat. That's cool. So if you guys want to just drop them in the chat. 3, 2, awesome. 3, amazing. Just so I can kind of like understand who I'm talking to. There's Trisha. Welcome, welcome if you're just joining us. So awesome. I like these. So you guys seem pretty, you have a well-rounded 2 to 3 better than before, closer to a 3. Amazing, Tracy. Amazing. It seems like you guys have a pretty well-rounded idea of how to manifest. So maybe even today will be a new perspective on the way that you do manifest. There are a lot of ways to do it. I teach it in a very non-traditional way. So we will see. All right. Okay, so who is this masterclass for? So if you want to have a better idea of manifestation, you understand manifestation, but you are skeptical about it. The idea of manifestation excites you, but you're fearful of your own power, which is really, really common. Therefore, have not intentionally manifested much or anything at all. Intentionally. Intentionally is a big word because you always manifest things, right? And you love manifestation and you use it often, but you are looking to expand your knowledge to do better. So know better, do better. So this is all, I really wanted to incorporate a different perspective on this masterclass. And if you guys have watched the replay on the previous one, you'll see that this one is a little bit different. This one is going to be all Abraham Hicks based because I know we all know and love her, and she is a huge role model for so many people. So I wanted to base it off of that and her teachings as well. So everything you want is coming is what she says. It's already coming. Like all you have to do is claim it. So this is about getting clear. She says, pure desire is, I want it, I got it, it's coming, I know it. That is pure desire. This is like, it's going to happen. Like, what do I truly want in life? Just asking yourself these questions. And you guys will get the replay on it. What inspires you to be better or do better? This is also a question if you're not super clear on what you want to aim for. Living life intentionally is going to be the biggest tool here. Focus on the emotion and what feels most aligned with your truth. So I want to go over really quick on what I mean by your truth. If you guys are new in my world, you probably haven't heard this before, but intuitively, I see when I work with my clients one-to-one, I see a white light, like just a straight line down the chakras. And come to find out, this white light is actually connected to the universe. And when this breaks, that is when basically your life is over. So I was like mind blown when I knew that, because it just brought me to tears. So like, oh my God, it just validated so much of what I had been seeing with my clients. This is your truth. This white light line that follows each of your chakras. This is what you're born with. You're born with that pure innocence of not having people's unwanted emotions on you, their unwanted stories, their unwanted opinions, the guilt, unwanted advice. I mean, any woman in here who's been pregnant, or any woman in here who's had goals that she's shared with her family, knows that people have fear projection that they just word vomit, and it's not cute. Like, it's more of a, I didn't ask, so I don't want to know. But when you get these influences in your energetic body, it clogs up your truth. Think of like algae and barnacles and like mold and just stuff like sludge and just gross things like surrounding that white line within you. It's going to be so hard to understand what you want out of your life, what you want to manifest. And so what we want to do is clear all of that gunk within you so that you can feel aligned with your truth and understand, okay, this is my picture for me, not for anybody else. I don't have influence with anyone else. This is my picture and this is my truth. You want to identify limiting beliefs and use contradicting beliefs for self-help or hypnosis for deeper help to neutralize them. So let's come up with a limiting belief. I'm not good enough is a huge one. It's a very common one. If you say, I'm not good enough to have, I don't know, someone help me out here, a home, my dream house, but I'm good enough but they're good enough or whatever, it's like, okay, well, what are you good enough for? Are you good enough to live in a home? Yes. Why can't it be that home? Are you good enough to have things around you that make you feel happy? Yes. Okay, so wouldn't a home plus things that make you feel happy can be considered a dream home? Oh, yeah. So it's about identifying the limiting beliefs and then taking contradicting beliefs to neutralize that out. They cancel each other out. Hypnosis also helps do this. So for deeper help to neutralize them. This goes into your subconscious mind because your subconscious mind is actually running, I think it's 95% of your entire brain. Your conscious mind is only 5% then, which means that your subconscious mind stores all of that gunk that we were talking about, clears it out, and then we are aligned fully with your truth. Once you are aligned fully with your truth, you can then manifest your desires quickly because you can be on that vibration level of where your desire is at. And we will go into this. Visualizing your ideal future. Can you see yourself living here? So it's like visualizing touring an apartment, touring a house, touring an office, touring a piece of land. Can you see yourself living in this space? When you're visualizing your ideal future, can you see yourself living in that space? Becoming familiar. When you tour an apartment, tour a home, tour land, I know us women, how we work. We're like, okay, the couch can go here, the bed can go here. Oh, I see a big, beautiful picture coming here. Whatever it may be, visualizing your future. Oh, this is where I can work. This is what I can do for my people. This is what I can do for my family. It's like decorating different aspects of your life in order to get you to that ideal future, to become familiar with it and feel excited with it. And then writing it out. So writing it out, being clear so that you can build on that future. You can build on just getting excited about it. Like when you're saying like, oh, the couch can go here. Okay, cool. But what kind of couch? What material are we talking? What color are we talking? What's the color theme for this room? And then tuning into the emotions and raising your frequency. So this is where we're going to talk about the frequency of your desires. So if you guys can think of guitar strings, let's see, do I have anything? Okay, if you guys can think of guitar strings, there's 6, right? But we have 4 fingers right now. So if your desire is on the top finger and the way that you're feeling is down here, well, they're not going to line up. It's not going to match. You're going to have to feel like you're good enough somehow to have that. I'm actually going to do this. I'm just playing with Zoom right now. you guys are going to have to feel like you're good enough to have it. So how to get on this vibrational level up here is by speaking the language of the universe. You speak the language of the universe with feelings. Do you notice that if you're feeling upset, or if you're feeling anxious, or you're feeling some sort of negative way, more of that stuff that can trigger that just seems to come up. You wake up in the morning, you stub your toe. Well, great. You turn around, you hit the door in your face. Well, awesome. You get a text message that isn't such great news. Oh my gosh. It's just this accumulation of things because you're feeling that way. So the universe is like, okay, well, I guess you want more of that. So how do we hack this? If you feel like your dream home is going to make you feel more love, then you have to do things in your life currently that make you feel more love. You have to raise to the vibration level. So if this is down here anxiety and this is up here love, then you have to do things in your life so that you can raise your frequency to the frequency of love. So therefore, when you're on the same frequency, you're not chasing anything. You're not chasing any desires. You're only magnetizing them. That all make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. You just need to trust what you want is coming and watch how fast it comes. So Manifestation Foundation is created by gratitude and trust. These are the two things in your life, and sometimes the two hardest things in your life that you have to practice in order to manifest these things that you desire. I keep looking over here because there's a shadow on the blinds and it looks like someone there, but I know it's my plant. All right. So appreciation in advance brings everything you want to you. So if you believe that you are grateful for something because you already have it, well, your thoughts are going to say, okay, well, I already have it, so therefore this is going to affect my emotions. Oh, I'm so grateful for this, which means you're going to take action as if you already have it. And if you feel like you already have it, you're going to attract it because you're going to do things that get you to the action of magnetizing that reality. Okay. I used to manifest a lot more, or a lot before I learned about manifesting, then it all stopped. Yeah. So April, you put up a block for yourself because you became over analytical about what you're doing. And yeah, you said, okay, well, this manifestation thing, I see that people have a hard time with it. So therefore it must be hard. And therefore I need to possibly fit into the crowd of it being hard so I can fit in. This is a tribalism thinking right here. And let me know if I'm wrong. But that's usually what happens.
My video is on.
Oh. Hi, Crystal. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
No problem. No, that's not it at all. Feel free to unmute yourself and explain further. But that was just an example.
I think for me, it wasn't that, because I have never given a crap about fitting in with anybody, but I think for me, it's that I started focusing on the lack, that I wasn't manifesting what I want, because all I feel like I need and all I feel like I want is more money because I'm so broke. And so when I started focusing full time on manifesting money, I think that focus led me to focusing more on the lack instead of before. I was just like, well, I know I'm going to have enough, and I always did have enough, but I don't want just enough.
Yeah.
You know? So then I started trying to manifest and learning and meditating and all that. I mean, I have read 15 books. I have taken 25 courses. I have done all of this, and, you know, and it wasn't happening. I wasn't getting, in fact, I was getting less and less money. And I think what it was is that because I started focusing on it, the focus was wrong.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it is an interesting thing when you shift your perspective on something, you can definitely put in blocks for yourself. And there's that saying too, I don't know if you guys have heard it, but when you shift your perspective on something, the thing that you're looking at can change. It's something like that. But yeah, I mean that 100% can, it sounds like that's what happened with you. And I remember talking with you about this, so thank you for jogging my memory. So yeah, and then just being grateful for what you already have. Like when you were saying that you were focused on like, okay, I'll always have enough. And you had that gratitude for, you were in that state of gratitude, it sounds like, for what you already had. And knowing that you can always provide for yourself. And also trusting that you're always going to have enough. But when you go into that state of comparison of like, okay, this is what I have now compared to this is what I do want, and where is that, how do we bridge that gap? And that gap is definitely the lack of having it. And when you're focused so much on, you know, clearing that lack, well, what are you focused on? You're focused on the lack. So yeah, I mean, yeah. So it shifts your the gratitude and trust, it shifts your mindset, therefore aligning you with the frequency of the desire. So if you feel, April, like you already had the money, like if you believed with everything that the money was waiting for you on the other side, that it was already yours, how would that shift your thoughts?
sorry. Yeah, I thought I was doing that. Obviously I wasn't. So, I mean, I would obviously, I would be peaceful. I would be happy. I would be ecstatic, relieved, you know, all those words. And I have, you know, I have to drive somewhere right now. So, I have tried to get into those places, but I guess maybe I wasn't like delusional enough, you know, because
Yeah.
the reality kept crashing back down.
And there's a lot of influence too around us when it comes to manifesting. You know, I scroll through TikTok and I'm like, oh my God, these gurus, I just roll my eyes like, you know, this is the only way to manifest. And they come up with like different things like, what was the most, like the O method or something? I don't even know what it was. I was like, I've never heard of this before. But all of them have this core value. Just like, I don't like to get talked about like religion and everything, but like religion, all it comes down to is love. And all of these manifestation techniques, all it comes down to is trust and gratitude. Just believing that this is going to happen. So when it shifts your beliefs, it changes your thoughts, it changes your emotions, it changes your actions. And therefore, if you already feel like you have it, it's going to come up in your reality. Brings you more confidence in what's possible, aligns you with inspired action, and accelerates your manifestation. So instead of you reading 15 different books, you could have been in this state of trust. And this is completely normal. I'm not like bagging on you or anything, but you could have just been like, okay, I already know enough. Therefore, I know that my desire is waiting for me no matter what. And it's just going to happen. So if I already have that belief, and I already am thinking these things, I'm feeling this way of trust, I'm going to take the action, therefore I'm going to see the opportunities around me to create this reality. It's inevitable. Does that make sense? Everyone? Yes.
It does, but I hear what April was saying about the lack, like it being in your face, or when we're focused on it. And sometimes, okay, so for me it could be I'm doing all the work to keep my frequency up, but then somebody comes along and says, okay, you know, we only have this for today, or we don't have anything for today, kind of thing. So like I get what she's saying about when it comes back into your face, it's like hard to deal with it. But I think too that like the hypnosis and the clearing definitely has helped me raise my vibration in the last few weeks. So I
Yeah.
think too, you know, like clearing out the gunk is also very important.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I tell people you are still human. You know, react. I react. Oh my God, I have to just like be quiet and just go in another room sometimes because the kids are driving me freaking crazy. I'm human. Like, for those of you who don't know me, I have a 14-month-old and a 6-year-old. They drive me up the wall. I have 2 boys. They're crazy. So, yeah, I mean, react, get it out. But the way that you react is how you can hold on to that frequency. If you're like, "Oh my God, I must be high vibe," and then you're like, "Why am I not high vibe? Why am I reacting to this? Oh my God, I shouldn't be reacting this. I'm better than this." Da, 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 da. It's a whole chain reaction of bringing your frequency lower. So let's just like let yourself, like give yourself permission to react, get that out. I mean, yeah, focus on the lack. Say, fuck this. What is this? Get it out. Who cares? Cry, scream, be angry. I don't care. Get it out. But then come back to your truth. That stuff doesn't belong in you. It's about like getting that shit out, you know? All right. Bringing you guys down here. Okay. So Abraham Hicks says, we love the question, how do I get from where I am to where I want to be? And the answer is look in the direction of where you want to be and speak in the direction of where you want to be. And never again look back over your shoulder about where you have come from. Like, I put the fire in here because in my hypnosis, I'm like, you see your past selves, all of these chapters of your past selves, love them. Now burn them to ash because there is no turning back. Because you today are a better version than your past self. Oh my goodness. There we go. I don't know. Can you guys see this window that I'm moving around? Is that distracting? I have this window of you guys. Okay. Trusting that it is coming and being happy in the process. That is the skill. So step 1 on how to do this is get clear on what you want. We talked about this. Getting clear is the most important process and also the hardest process to do. It's like going to a tattoo shop and saying, okay, what tattoo do you want? It's going to be on you forever. Well, I don't know. I mean, for me, tattoos, it was what I wanted and where I wanted it. That was the hardest part of getting a tattoo for me. So this, getting clear on what you want, getting clear on the type of house you want, the kind of car you want, if you can manifest anything you wanted, that's a lot of power. That's a little bit scary sometimes. But when you understand that you can change your mind at any time because it doesn't fit with your truth, it's so much more freeing and actually allows you better access, I'll say, to that truth within you of, okay, this is aligning with me and this one is not. Step 2, aligning to your desires, raising your frequency level. Step 3, gratitude and detachment. Everything starts in the energetic field. Step 4, taking aligned action as if you already have it. This is the divine masculine part of it. Taking action, being that warrior within you, not being afraid to take action. Step 5, connect and receive. The divine feminine steps in now. The nurturer, the receiver, the caretaker, the lover. It's a sure thing that you will get what you want. It's that simple. You have to just let it be easy. I know I'm going to just speak from personal experience here. When I was first learning about this sort of process, like back in 2020, I was like, no, it can't be that simple. It has to be hard. I have to struggle in order to, I want to say like earn it. I have to struggle in order to earn it. You don't have to struggle. Struggling and putting that guilt on yourself lowers your frequency level. That's why I never really got things that I wanted. But when I did this sort of method, I doubled my income in a week. Things just happened. So remember to keep the energy of already having it, the emotions of already having it as well. So if you feel like you already have it, then it's going to come to you because now you're speaking the language of the universe. Think of the universe as the divine masculine. Think of yourself as the divine feminine. I don't care if a man is watching this as well. We all have divine masculine and feminine within us. So I'm going to talk about, you guys are probably familiar with this down here, the 5 love languages. Words of affirmation. This is when you are grateful for things. I'm so grateful. You speak it into existence. I'm so grateful for things. I am statements. If affirmations work for you, then great. If they don't, then that's fine. If affirmations are better for you, affirmations are, instead of saying I'm abundant, you trick your brain into thinking you're already abundant by asking it, how am I abundant? Then your brain wants to look for evidence to support the idea that you are abundant. Have quality time doing the things that you want to do, doing the things that raise your frequency level to the frequency level of love, freedom, joy, happiness, peace, whatever it may be. Have quality time with that feeling. Physical touch, touch the things, go out and tour your dream home. Dress the part, go out and drive your dream car. Get familiar with human touch. If you want to go buy another laptop or another desktop, that's next on my list personally. Go out to Best Buy or whatever you have and touch, feel what it would feel like to type on that keyboard. Feel what it would feel like to drive that car. Feel what it would feel like to live in that home, to breathe in that air, to walk those hallways, to look in that mirror. Do acts of service for yourself. Take yourself out. Make yourself happy. Enjoy life. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. It can be simple things. And receive gifts. If you want to just go buy yourself a Starbucks, who cares? Just go buy yourself a Starbucks. I know we have a lot of foodies in the group. I myself am a foodie. Receive gifts. See something in the chat. April. Oh, no worries, April. We will possibly see you tomorrow. I don't remember if you're coming tomorrow or not, but have a good day. So speaking these love languages to the universe. Be happy before the stuff comes, and then the stuff will come. That's the key to all of this. If you are in a relationship with someone and you are just like, babe, you're just so great, and I know that you can do anything. Don't you think that your partner is going to feel like they can do anything or that they have your support and therefore they can do anything? This is the law of assumption. And if you are already happy, like we all can feel right now that we're already happy that we get to see tomorrow because we just assume that we get to see tomorrow. Therefore, we wake up in the morning. And now that's not the case for all of us. This is just an example. But if you're assuming that you already get to do these things, then that excitement feeling comes and we work backwards on the chain, right? We already have it. Okay, so therefore our beliefs are shifted to we already have it. And everything in between, the thoughts, the emotions, the actions, everything between is going to line up on this string. Am I making sense? I wish I had like a whiteboard or something I could draw this on. Is everyone keeping up with me? Yes? Okay. All right. So let's talk about detachment and gratitude. Abraham Hicks says, I don't know how it's going to come. I just know it's going to come because it always comes. And this right here is the gap that we were talking about earlier. This is where the higher self alignment method fits in. Someone's in the chat. Okay. Yes. Okay. This is where the higher self alignment method fits in. So, higher self alignment. The things can manifest as quickly as you release your resistance about them. So if you have resistance with not feeling safe, not feeling worthy, actually we'll go into that. I'm getting ahead of myself. Not feeling energetically aligned to it, not feeling confident to have it. You know, these are just some examples of things that are resistance pillars, is what I call them. Because if you're putting up these walls of like, oh yeah, I really want that, but I don't feel safe to have it. Yeah, I really want that, but I haven't earned it yet. Yeah, I really want that. I don't know if I deserve that. I don't know. You can just keep your tip. It's okay. I don't need it. When you really do need it. You know, the mindset, just describe it until it moves you emotionally, and then the universe has to deliver it to you. If you get emotional about the thing that you desire the most, and you're like, oh my God, like this dream house is going to just give me so much better idea of, you know, how a home sanctuary could feel. I'm going to have my office here. I'm going to have my bedroom here. And this would be so convenient because I can go from this bedroom to my kids' room really easily. You know, my kids' room will be on this floor because it'll just be convenient for this reason. Like, that's emotional talk right there. The tone of voice is the emotion. Just describe it like, oh my God, I'm so excited. This is going to be so exciting. You know? Personalizing the technique. So getting rid of the noise, what I call, and walking your own path. No one's technique is the same. The only thing that's the same is we are all human. We are all beings of this planet, and we all have emotion. We all have the power to manifest because we are connected to the universe within our inner universe within us. So the noise talks about the sludge and the mud and the algae and the mold that we were talking. So it's like people's unwanted advice, people's unwanted opinions, and walk your own path. If a manifestation technique is working for someone, it does not mean it's going to work for you. It's like if someone's, what am I trying to say here? Learning technique. For me, growing up in school, I had a learning disability, but I was thrown in a classroom full of kids, hoping to keep up with the class. Everyone's learning technique is different. It doesn't make you dumb. It doesn't make you not good enough. It doesn't make you unworthy of having it. It just means that that technique is not working for you. I have talked to tons of people who say scripting is amazing for them. I have also talked to people who say that affirmations are great for them. Me, myself, affirmations and scripting do not work for me. They just don't. Back when I used to try all these things, they just weren't working for me. the higher self alignment. So things are always working out for me, and I can take it a little easier, and I'm going to turn this over to the universe. If you're putting yourself in that trust of things are always just going to work out, doesn't that feel so much better? Like, if you don't have to work for it as hard, it's gonna work out. Okay, cool. Therefore, it already is. Therefore, you are already acting as if. Therefore, it's going to happen because your reality needs to match up to who you are. Okay, so that was actually pretty short today. We will talk
So,
about
I
what's
think part of it too is like the in-between times, being, as you said, trusting and know it's coming. So you don't go down into that, like, oh my God, when is it coming? Though that
Yeah.
whole, it takes you back down to distrust. So it's like, yes, you're being patient, but somebody called it the other day a sacred patience. So you have a different aura about you while you're waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that a lot. Sacred patience. Yeah. So tomorrow we are going to talk about the new thoughts, the new ideas, new aligned action, having no judgment on yourself as you're becoming this new version of you, leaning into your intuition and receiving the new thoughts, etc. So, and then, oh, here actually, it's so hard to like see the numbers of the slides on the screen when I share. So let me go back to this really quick because I wanted to show you guys this. This is the pillars of the mindset. So this is how worthy do I feel of having my desire? How safe do I feel of having my desire? How much do I trust that my desire is coming? How confident do I feel that this is going to happen? How deserving do I feel of having this? How much am I allowing this to happen? And how much do I believe this is going to happen? So these are the resistance pillars that we were talking about earlier. And this is exactly what the higher self alignment knocks out. So does anyone have any questions? We made pretty good time today.
Could you go back to that last slide for me?
For sure.
I'm sorry. I was lost and trying to pay attention. I think what I probably will do is Tracy was telling me that the first day was recorded.
Yeah, you're gonna have access to the replay.
All right, so I'll do that.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
This is all new to me.
Great. I love it. You don't have any other influence on you, so that's totally fine. I am great with beginners as well, and I'm happy to have you.
Okay,
Very nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too. Thank you.
So welcome. And tomorrow will be the live hypnosis, the Q&A, and then I do have a
Okay.
for you guys. So if you have any questions before the hypnosis, you're totally welcome to ask. And tomorrow will also be recorded as well.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, I like to leave up the recordings so that you guys can Crystal says, okay, perfect. Sorry, Western Canada, no problem. I like to leave the recording up so that you guys can refer back to it as much as you need because I really do cherish this little group that I have and
Yeah.
continue to grow more and more. And we're just having some amazing people inside of it, which has been so special for me as an experience. And so I really do want to give my all to you guys as much as I can. And it's a good thing to have a group of supportive women, I think, that are going through similar things and can raise each other up. So yeah. So
Sammie,
what's up?
I think I have all of these. Could you go tell me the fifth one? How?
Yep. So how worthy do I feel?
Yeah, I have that.
How safe do I
Mhm.
feel? How much do I trust?
Mhm.
How confident do I feel? How deserving do I feel
Deserving.
having this?
Okay.
How much am I allowing this to happen? And how much do I believe this is going to happen?
I had those. Thank you.
Welcome. All right. Does anyone have any questions for me? Will recordings of replays be on the Messenger thread because I can't make it live tomorrow? We don't want to miss the hypnosis. Yes, they will be on the thread, and I can also email them to you, Devani. No problem. It'll just be
I didn't know how to unmute myself, so I texted it in the chat, but I figured it out. So yeah, I just really love this today, and I know I want to do the hypnosis, so I just wanted to make sure I could find it when it's available.
Yeah, absolutely. And it'll just be a YouTube link. It'll just be like an unlisted private thing. So yeah, you're gonna have access to it. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. And to get you guys excited, I'll just show you this. So this is just some testimonials that I've had over the past few months. So I don't know. I don't even know where I want to start, but this one sticks out to me. The client signed. I'm in shock. I don't know what you did in the hypnosis session, but it's seriously magical. I'm celebrating tonight. This one is she and her husband. I just keep these all private, by the way, because I don't have to share, except for the ones that are in the group. But this one, after doing the higher self alignment method, she and her husband manifested 45K within 9 days. This one, working with Sammie has changed my life. I was so skeptical about hypnosis and mindset work. She's made me an absolute believer. Her work is life-changing, and she's so passionate about truly creating change in her clients' lives. So, I mean, these are just a few. You guys can look back on the recording and look these over if you want. But these are just a few of my little golden nuggets that I just cherish. So, all right. So that's going to be it for today. Let's stop sharing. Oh, Carmela. So Carmela is one of my clients. She says, you'll love the hypnosis. Love you, girl. I have such like a deep connection with everyone I work with. It's so amazing. We've had some fun. All right. Anything else before I hop off? No? All right.
The other recording is also in the group, so they can go.
It is,
Yeah.
yes. So I don't know if you guys know how to do this. Let me just go into the group so I can walk you through. But if you go into the group and you click at the top, the higher self alignment, the title, you can scroll down where it says more actions. It's not going to show on my screen. It says view media links or files and links. You can click on that and it'll show you the media. So this is like all the gifts people have sent, files, there's no files, but the links is going to be an easier way to access the replay. And if you guys need me to send the replay in the group again, I'm happy to. But for future reference, if you guys need access to anything that you just can't find, you can either let me know or do it that way. I actually just found out about the little hack, so I assume that nobody really knows. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much. If you are watching the replay and you have any questions for me, feel free to reach out in the group or access to me directly. I'm always happy to help you guys out. And for those of you on the call right now, same to you, always happy to help. So with that being said, I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful night. and a good Saturday. And we'll talk tomorrow. Get pumped up. I want you guys to wear
Bye.
comfortable clothes tomorrow, and don't feel like you gotta dress up or anything. So I want you to be comfortable during the hypnosis. So, all right, you guys, I will see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.